All right. Shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites. Chicago branch coming to you week in and week out, prophesying the downfall of America. This is sit down. We hope that it's edifying. But before we get started, like always, we want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Kodash, to the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York. We want to send double honors because they always rule well. To the brethren around the world, pushing this truth, uncut, unfiltered, giving you the good, the bad, the ugly of the scriptures, directly and correctly dividing them, the interaction, the ramifications, and how it's going to affect the planet and the people. We send salutations. To the hopeful elect, we always wish this is edifying. To the aquaf that's listening, this is said in charity. The few, we send salutations. But to the scorn the scoff and reprobate 2/3 Israelites, 17 other nations. You already know what time it is. It's going to be like a thief in the night to you. But with that being scorned, we're going to go with the strangeness of salvation. Give me those scriptures.
It's in Hosea 1:7. It says, "But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and will save them by Yahweh their power, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen."
One, first of all, the house of Judah. That don't sound like it's everybody. He called out a specific house. When you go into John 3:16 and you want to say that the Lord loved the world, his only begotten son, but right there he called out a specific. We know that he also says he has not changed. So let's keep it, let's deal with how the Lord is actually phrasing things and not what the feelings of these fucking Baptist preachers and bullshit artists are bringing to the table. Read it again.
It's Hosea 1:7. "I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and
The
will
house of Judah. David said, we say that we're building the house of Judah now, which consists of the 12 tribes. It ain't nobody else involved in that. Why? Because nobody else was involved in that when Moses gave those laws, statutes, and commandments. The house of Judah. Go ahead.
It says, and I will save them by Yahweh their power."
Yahweh, their power. Personal pronoun, as Elder Malcolm would love to say, and we reiterate. Then we go over it again.
That's right.
We reiterate. We say the same thing that the scripture says, that the teachers done taught us, and what the elders in good standing is teaching. Don't mean that we worshiping men, but mean that we worshiping men. Oh, that just flew right by you. I understand that. That means that them masters that's been set up above you, that's in this truth, that's breaking it down directly and correctly, they are your masters. Yahweh Shai gonna be the main one. King David gonna be number 2 on the kingdom of heaven. If you can't wrap your mind around that, then guess what? You got to die by pain and come back in the kingdom and learn your place. Go ahead, I'll read.
And it says, "And will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen."
So all these old battles, even when you see it on TV, used to be some clanking, some clicking, some plow, all this stuff. He said, I ain't gonna do it by none of that this time around. Go ahead.
All right, and that was it on that.
Okay.
I got the wisdom of Solomon 5:2.
Run that.
It says, "When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of its salvation."
When they see it. Why when they see it, they go be what now?
They're gonna be. They shall be amazed. They shall be troubled with fear.
Trouble with fear. These F-18 pilots are already letting you see the fear that they have of these UFOs, IFOs to us, that can maneuver on a dime, stop on a dime, and give you 9.5 cent change. And then some, realign refocus, reset up, and be able to gun your ass. If you want to know what that looks like, go to the movie Stealth with Jamie Foxx, where the motherfucking Cam, this SU-57 was coming by it. It stopped on a dime, turned and pivoted as it went by, blasted it, and sent it off in the smithereens under smoke, burning up. This is what he's saying. The F-18 pilots said they maneuver and can stop, and we can't lock on to what it is. They have no heat signature. Strangeness of salvation. That's why Donald Trump needs a Space Force, because this is something unlike their technology has ever prepared them for. So now they scrambling trying to get back up to speed. I just saw something about a week or so ago where they saying now they have locking devices for the chariots. What chariots? The chariots can come in any form, in any material. So, okay, you can lock up on a foreign material. It don't mean that the next set of chariots you're going to see is going to even be made of that same material. Dude, the Lord controlled it all and made it all. So he can bring materials to the table that's off your periodic table. They made us learn that shit in science. Remember that?
Right. The elements and stuff.
The elements that can not be lined up to your periodic table, and you won't be able to get a locking mechanism on it. So,
No, because it also lets you know that the Esau had them recovered a crashed spaceship from the Lord, man.
Exactly.
Right.
Because if he recovered a crashed spaceship and all the material and all the fucking mechanisms was of the same thing, he would have been developed. Because this is a man, this is a warrior. That's all he knows. Esau's a warrior. Let's get it straight. It said that he shall get the fatness of the land and survive by his warrior skills. His blessing was the sword. So let's not fuck this up. Esau is a warrior. Okay? He's a bitch-made motherfucker, but he is a warrior. And his strength is his technology. But his technology is going to come up short when it comes to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Go ahead, Al.
I got a couple of I got precepts. Ezekiel 1:17 to back up the elder. All right, because he was explaining about how these so-called UFOs or chariots are able to maneuver in the ways that that leads all and all.
Gravity don't even have the effect that they think of. Go ahead, Al.
Right. And also go to like the elder was talking about how the American military. But not only the American military, all the military worldwide, man, they're all seeing these chariots, all right, and they understand that they have no compatible defense against it. Ezekiel 1:16, it says the appearance of the. I'll get to it. The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of beryl, and they four had one likeness. In their appearance and their work was that it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
A wheel in the middle of a wheel. So what is that? That's a wheel inside a wheel. What does that look like? That look like a fucking chariot. And I'm not throwing up no double sixes and all that other shit. But a wheel inside of a wheel. When you see that, you see this. A structure. Looks like a tire, a wheel or whatever. With a wheel. So think of a tire, but it's lined in lights on the rim part that locks up to the fucking rim itself. A wheel inside of a wheel.
All right.
Go ahead.
Because even the church, they tell you, they like to bring this up in the church. I remember hearing it when I was a kid, but they never broke it down as it being a chariot to the Lord, rather than being to a part of our salvation. All right, this is a verse.
They had a song, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Called it a chariot even then. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? coming for to carry me home. Chariots. So don't get this fucked up and twisted. This has been around in the so-called Negro, which would be the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi's history, as far back in the history as this American fucking civilization has been formed.
And even come out of Egypt. All right, 'cause all the tribes were together when we came out of Egypt. Because she was talking about we were all aboard of that cloud.
That's right.
Okay, so all the tribes have stories and accountances of chariots, so-called UFOs coming to deliver them and going forth before them during all types of battles, man.
Since you gonna say that, let's deal with this. You go into the motherfucking, even the Egyptian hieroglyphics, and you got flying apparatuses of all shapes and sizes in there.
Yep.
Where did the technology come from for a motherfucker to fly, since y'all want to say that the Wright brothers didn't do it to what, 1412 or whatever?
Like 19 something.
Yeah, whatever it was, 1812 or whatever it was. At Wright-Patterson or whatever the case it might be, out there, the Wright brothers. Wilbur and Orville Wright. That's where you got the fucking base, the Air Force base, Wright-Patterson come from. Orville and Wilbur Wright. And I can't think of who the second guy was, but it was Wright-Patterson, which is an Air Force base.
That was an Air Force base.
Right. So, like I said, we don't make this up. And since Esau's tendencies is to name shit after himself, it stirs up and jumps out as history for you motherfuckers that ain't even in the know.
We can put two and two together.
That's right. Can you add correctly? Go ahead, Al.
They say a mouth matters the truth, right?
The math is the truth.
A mouth. So Ezekiel 1:17, it says, when they went upon their four sides, and they turned not when they went. All right, back what the elder said, okay, because when you watch these chariots, they're able to make maneuvers that are incapable to be done by human beings, man.
G-forces will rip the ship and the personnel that's inside of it apart. You can't, let me explain something to you. You can't pull a G-force. And let me explain what a G-force is. That's called a gravitational pull. Gravity affects everything that's on this planet. You speed off in a direction, you turn a car hard. If you turn it hard to the right, that force that drives you into the driver's door is called a G-force. If you turn it hard to the left, that force that drives you into the armrest or want to drive you over into the passenger seat, that's called a G-force. Okay? The gravitational forces of what these chariots can do will make America, I'll say the world, I'm not just going to say America, the world's technology far fail in comparison. They're not even built to withstand 40 or 50 G's. Shit disintegrates first. It breaks in half. It's called structural resiliency. Ooh, big word. Look it up. Structure, resiliency, structure, construct. That means that on the skin of an airplane, I laid it with certain amount of material to cover the airframe. If I turn it too hard in a particular way, the airframe will snap and the material that's wrapped around it will break apart in the process. The Air Force F-18 pilots have been saying now for over a month, we don't have anything that matches up with that. They stop on the dime, they change direction, they do all this shit, and their airplanes will break trying to do the same thing. It will break in half. Not break as in stop, will break in half trying to do the same thing. Go ahead, Al.
This is just again to like the instances and the actual events that happened in the scriptures. We had several men that were translated, who seen the chariots and were taken up.
Right, Con.
In Genesis 5 and 21, Let me start at 23. All the days of Enoch were
I
300.
knew you was going to Enoch. Go ahead, go ahead.
All the
That's
days,
spirit.
all the days of Enoch were 365 years. And Enoch walked with the Most High and was not, for the Most High took him. Okay,
Snatched his ass up.
right. Now
Walking down the street. That's like this brother. He don't live too far to 79. That's like this brother leaving out of here, taking a walk. And let's say he crossed over the bridge where the little fucking pond is at, where he like to go fish. And the chariot says, "Gotcha." Everybody talking about, man, I saw this motherfucker raised up. And then all of a sudden, all his clothes were just laying on the ground. And he was gone. That'd be a beautiful thing. If they told me that, I'd be like, that motherfucker.
No, because look, because you guys think that the so-called chariots and UFOs are such an outlandish and mythological and far-fetched idea.
What's the word? Buck wild.
That's right.
Niggas say that's buck wild. I ain't never seen no shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Doc.
Right, because with all certainty, through the spirit of the scriptures, hey, UFOs were a common occurrence, man.
Yeah, there was.
Can he?
Go back into Washington and history. They show you that at the White House where a bunch of chariots, about 12 of them showed up, floated around the motherfuckers. That's what made everybody so keen and so scared when Orson Welles did that War of the Worlds, because of the fact that over the White House, all these chariots had actually showed up. Mm-hmm. So they knew that that wasn't a far-fetched conception anymore, and they knew that it could happen. And so when Orson Welles dropped War of the Worlds, they thought they were dealing with an alien UFO, IFO invasion. They actually thought that back in what, that's the 30s or 40s or whatever it was. Yep. Go ahead, Op.
Let me get this one real quick.
Go ahead.
This is Second Kings. We know about the story of Elisha and Elijah. Right, Elisha being Elijah's understudy.
Right.
All right, because hey, Elijah knew that he was going to get ready to get taken up.
That's it. He tried to cut. As they say, he tried to cut bait on a couple of different modes. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, dude, I need you over here so I can get snatched up. Mm-hmm. I'm out of here. Mm-hmm. Elisha was like, motherfucker, wherever you go, I'm going.
That's right.
Pimp Daddy, wherever you do, I'm gonna be right there on your right hand side, loving you, teaching me.
Right, because not only did Elijah knew, all right, Elisha knew, and that's why Elisha stuck so close to him, because he wanted that blessing,
that double portion.
You know, and here's the account. It says 2 Kings 2:11, and it came to pass that they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. Right, and this is the part that I'd like to bring out. The chariots are coming to separate, man. Okay, so just because you're walking with a brother, just because you're walking with Elder Malcolm, or you might be somewhere with a brother, you know, Benji or Pops or Sarge or something. And when those chariots come, they're going to get exactly what they came to get, man. It said, part of them both asunder. When you part something asunder, you mean you're dividing them. You're separating them. Okay. So them chariots are coming. They have a specific mission, a specific work to do to deliver who they're going to deliver, man. Okay? All right? And Elijah went up by whirlwind into heaven. And Elisha saw it and cried, my father, the chariot of Israel and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more. And he took hold of his clothes and he rent them in pieces. So the point being is that seeing the chariots were a common occurrence. We also knew that seeing the chariots and seeing a man delivered, as Elisha was, as Enoch was, and through the Spirit, we're going to get toward the hour side, those meant the salvation of those men that were being delivered upon those chariots at that point in time, man. That's why we got through reading in the Wisdom of Solomon, the strength of his salvation. All right, because you guys think that the chariots are a Steven Spielberg movie, man. In all actuality, since the beginning of time, they've always been around, man. All right, so much so that they've created a whole division of military and of study just based on chariots and so-called UFOs, man.
I'm going to jump in and get out. Matthew 10:34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace but a sword. The Most High is drawing lines. He's making lines. He's saying, look, you either, because the scripture says, you either with me or against me. You either gathering or scattering. He is not with all this love, love, love that you think. He's not with all this us coming together. He's with a division. And right now, his division is the elect from the other Israelites. Period. So you motherfuckers that claim yourself to be so-called Latino, Native American, or Negroes, he ain't even fucking with you if you ain't got this truth on lock. Okay? And then doing what you're told to do. Because what does it say? In the end day, your faith is going to be what it is. So you're going to either be out there teaching it or you're going to be standing out there learning it. One or the other. So all this other shit that you think you can do to get by this, you can't get around what he decreed to show your love for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, it's like which is evident by the men that we give accounts to in the scriptures that have been translated, man. Enoch, okay,
That's
Elijah,
right. Exactly.
Yahushua.
Exactly.
And all these men, not only did they walk in the light of the Lord, okay, the Lord found them faithful and worthy to be translated and be taken away from this evil, man. Even though Yahushua died upon the cross, guess what happened? He was resurrected the third day, and then after that, he was still translated, and it was still recorded that the angels, that the chariots of heaven came and delivered them up.
Peep this. One step further. Here's how Yahweh Shah's got this vengeance in his heart, even to this day. He was out the body. He had already said on the cross, it is done.
It's done, that's right.
He had already had his spirit lifted out of that body. But them Edomites touching that body, to this day, he looking for it.
That's right. That's right,
So
man.
you think this is about love? This is like a motherfucker that done threw his car in the gutter, threw the keys inside the car so you can do whatever the fuck you want. But you took my whip? Oh, you would think he double-minded because, hold on, you left the keys in the car, I thought you ain't want it. Nah, motherfucker was steal my shit. Go ahead.
No, that's what it is, because the scripture talk about how their own pastors pitied them not, all right, or that the Lord delivered us in their hands, that basically cast off his people. Hey, so just because somebody's going through something, just because it seems like we're being forsaken and forgotten right now,
Exactly.
you're still furthering the affliction, man. All right, so you Edomites and the other nations are still going to get the just recompense of your reward just for thinking those things, man.
Just because of you being you.
Hey, it's crazy because look, when I was out in the world, I deal, you deal with certain amount of people, different kind of people, and you would think you could deal a crackhead a certain way, right? Well, that crackhead will come back and she'll go get her son, man.
Right.
She'll go get her cousin and her uncle.
And her son.
They ain't playing, man.
Their son ain't got no cloud as far as a drug in their brain.
Mm-hmm.
My mama is fucked up. You know she's fucked up.
Yep.
And you dealt with her like this.
Yep.
And since I got a clear head and you got a clear head,
yep.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
And that's yep.
That's what he on.
And that's what they that's why Esau gonna get rid of gonna get reserved, man.
Exactly.
Just because we fucked up, and we fucked up. All right, right now we have no power, so to speak. All right, but we're coming back into our power, and you're still trying to do these ice raids. You're still trying to invoke your martial law. Are you still locking Jacob by the numbers?
You the finger pointer.
That's right.
You the finger pointer. Even when we try to do right, we look at labels, we read shit, we try to eat the right shit under the right circumstances, because the law tells us this. You'll put some fine print in that this is ground beef, but it's made with pork casings. And then you want to stand in front of the Lord and accuse. I know they're going off These motherfuckers are eating pork. How do I know? Because I made the pork.
Right, like the brother put in the agreement the other day. The Planet Peanuts got fucking pork in them, man.
Exactly. And I love Planet Peanuts.
How does a pig get anywhere near a goddamn field full of peanuts, man? Imagine that.
That fucked me up. Esau, Edom, that is truly on you. We say it all the time. There's going to be certain sins that you're going to have to bear because you are your craftiness. That is one. Because I had none in a minute, but I loved planting peanuts.
Perfect saltiness.
And now I come to find out that you were using pork. Mm-hmm. Oh, dog, I'm totally innocent of that.
That's right, man. Okay?
I ain't innocent, but I'm innocent of that one.
Nah, because those things are, those are secret sins, man. Those are things that we don't fucking know that's going on, man.
And that's why we say, forgive us for the sins that we know and the sins that we're not even known of or we're not conscious of. We know that I know that this shirt, this guy, X amount of polyester, X amount of cotton. Fabric for his garden. X amount of polyester, X amount of cotton. They make it this way. They make it this way because the polyester hangs on to durability. That's why they make it this way. But it mixes fabrics, which is a sin against what he said. You shall not mix fabrics. That's on you, Esau. But for you to take something, because that fucked me up. I'm glad I didn't have no planted peanuts laying around the crib. But it fucked me up to hear that.
I mean, because you gotta understand one thing is like, just try to be on point as possible, man. All right? And there's certain things like Jay ain't gonna deal with. Right? Jay don't deal with a lot of candy because of the gelatin.
Exactly.
Because of the wax. You know, but the same.
You know, since you said that, I bought some libido things. I'm a man of my age. They're fucking capsules made out of gelatin.
Yeah.
You know how I tried to get around it? I cut the
open.
I cut the capsule and tried to push all the ingredients out the fucking
But it's
capsule.
the same thing though. It's like you touch one unclean thing, everything becomes unclean.
See what I'm saying?
So it's
but a brother tried.
No, because it's for conscience sake. You know, like back in the day, never.
Exactly. What the brother's trying to say is, this is like the brother. I give you a perfect example. Remember my book and how it came up stolen?
The black book.
The little black book.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a bigger version of this. It opened this way as opposed to flip. This brother can tell you, he knew that he asked me a question and I said, I don't know, but I'm going to the book. That's an extension of my memory. That book came up missing. The first time I worked with this particular Edomite, I never really told this on camera, but I told him. I said that even though I didn't know my Hebrew well, the Lord could feel it in my heart. If whoever took it, hit him. That Edomite got motherfucking stroke, and I ain't seen him since. Mm-hmm. And the Lord knew in my heart, it's like, you offended a little one. Mm-hmm. You truly did. I don't know if I'm mad or that, and I'm not trying to make that claim. I'm not trying to do anything. What I'm telling you is, this is what I sent out, and this is what I seen. So, to take these men that are trying to hold on to this for real, and live by it for real, and do what they can for real, and you throw a monkey wrench in any kind of way, oh, the Lord is definitely looking at you, dog. He's looking at you at a whole different level. Esau, you think that that's cool to put pork casing on a lamb or a motherfucking goat or whatever it is it might be?
Or sending transgenders out there, all right, with a perfect expert doctor enhancements on them to go out there and bewilder and trick Jake into being. Now, ultimately, it's the Lord, okay, but like the brother you want to say, man. He's gonna give you options that were never thought of men, man.
That's right.
He's gonna give you options that you never fucking thought of, man.
Hey, Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep.
Man was a man, woman was a woman. You get with a man, you know he's a man. Now, this day, straight male, don't want no man, ain't thinking about no man, ain't trying to get no man. Here come a bitch that's got 34 double D, a fucking 22-inch waistline, about 40 or 46 in the ass, and she was born a boy.
That's right, man. This is our 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. Seeing it as a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. All right? And you're gonna get the fullness of what troubled us in the kingdom, Esau. All right? Not only are we gonna get you back for slavery, we're gonna get you back for transgenderism, for child support, for paying the park at the lake. You know.
Hey. What does your court cost, or what does your court system call it? Pain and suffering.
That's right.
You're going to get paid back for pain and suffering. And guess what? With an Israelite and all the righteousness that the scriptures lay out, and you went clean contrary to, there's a lot of fucking pain and suffering that you got to pay the price for.
And the Scripture says, send them out to the heavens, man. All right,
Hey, even that, you took the Lord's covenant of a rainbow and turned it into an LGBT fuck symbol. You think that the Lord is going to let you roll with that and not pay a cost? He took something totally righteous. I'm gonna put this out there with every living, breathing creature that got lungs. And you go turn it into a fucking homosexual abomination symbol?
That's what they do.
You think he ain't dealing with you? Oh, dog. As them boys like to say, nigga, and then some.
And you know what? Hey, and it's crazy. I always tie it back in, and that's where we need deliverance from, man.
That's right. All this shit we see.
That's what we need deliverance from. We need deliverance from the vile ass man, a piece of a beast.
This
right?
YOLO shit.
You know?
You only live once. Now, motherfucker, we going through our last go around, but y'all go get 1,000 years of going over and over and over again to deal with it. And after that, then the Edomites don't get a chance to have to deal with that no more. But they gonna have, as they say, death by pain. You better believe it's gonna be death by pain on a whole different level on that day. Go ahead, Doc.
That was it. Man, I got some more.
We go on and on about this Edomite.
Yeah, ain't that much time.
All right, then. So with that, we're going to hope that this was edifying, getting you to understand that the strangeness of our salvation is coming down the pipe. This Edomite can't wrap his mind around. His technology ain't going to let him get around. And his ability to